Welcome to Empowerment Junction podcast. This space where we slow down the overwhelm and figure out real, practical ways to level up your life. I'm your host, Olivia Bessie, and I'm so glad you're here with me today. It's a new month, a fresh chance to reset and begin again. And to all our listeners celebrating a birthday this month, happy birthday. I'm wishing you joy, growth, and beautiful new beginnings in this next chapter. Now, here's something I want you to carry with you today. Great things are not done by impulse, but by a series of small things brought together. And that is exactly what we are talking about in today's episode. Now, before I start, I want to say thank you so much to those who've reached out to me. Thank you for your emails. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate each and every one of you. For those who've been with me since the beginning of this podcast, thank you. I keep praying for you and I hope everything is going well wherever you're doing or wherever you're up to this month. And for those who are new to this podcast, welcome. This is where we talk about empowerment. Empowerment is many things. It's spiritual, it's physical, it's emotional, it's everything you're going through. And it's really to encourage you. And this is a space that is for you. This is a space to empower you to live the life that God designed for you. In our last 5 episodes, we've been discussing spiritual identity. If you haven't tuned into those episodes, please do. This is a moment where I'd really emphasize that you understand the reason why you're here, your purpose in this realm, in this time space. And part of that is understanding your spiritual identity. So if you haven't, please do go and tune in. And I also want to add, yes, I've received a number of requests to come into the podcast. I'm still trying to find the best way to do this. I will keep monitoring and responding the best way I can. I was thinking of hiring a studio, but I think the editing process is probably not going to work. So I'm going to pause on that. But please don't feel that you can't send me those emails that you want to come to the podcast. I am reading each and every one of them, and I'm really trying my best to respond. I know sometimes it's really slow because I've got other things going on, other projects, as you know. But yes, I feel the love, I hear you, and I will come back to you. So thank you once again, and I'm really working so hard to answer some of the emails. It's been a few busy weeks. And yes, for those who've got children who are sitting their exams, I wish you all the best. God's blessings. Keep praying for your children. Guide them in this world. Whatever is coming next, make sure they are ready. I just hope you keep praying for your children. So, we're going to get started. As I've said, today we are talking about really how to set or how to keep motivated when life just feels like it's not going as you want it to be, or you're just feeling a little bit broken or a little bit slower than usual. And to be honest, it's not easy. It's not easy. But for me, particularly, I know it's important to set routines. Certain routines I'll never miss. These days, I know I'm over 40. I'm not going to reveal my age, but I know I'm over 40. I know there's certain steps I have to take to look after myself. Because that's what we are doing. We are honoring our boundaries. And honoring your boundaries means you are number one. You look after yourself before you give to others. And this is not to say I'm asking you to neglect your children or your partners or your or whoever you're looking at. No, you can't give those people if you're not looking after yourself. So make sure you're looking after yourself. So to do that, I want to be honest for a second. Because a lot of the times, particularly Monday mornings, you wake up on a Monday morning and decide that today I am going to change. I want to change everything. I want to start eating healthy. I want to start exercising. I want to start praying. I want to drink lots of water. I want to stop drinking alcohol. Yes, we've all been there. We've all been there. I've been there many times. Now, I'm going to say it this way. When we say I'm going to drink 2 liters of water, meditate for 30 minutes, hit the gym floor for an hour, read a chapter of a book, and then overhaul my entire diet on Monday, come Wednesday, I'm exhausted at the moment. I'm exhausted. I'm thinking, is this really even going to work? I've got all the talk coming to me, telling me, it's never going to work. You're never going to get that weight that you want. You're never going to have time to hit the gym floor. Or by the time I even get to the gym, I just feel like, oh, today I can't be bothered. So that's Wednesday. So I'm just sat on the couch there and I'm thinking, okay, maybe I need to open that packet of crisps that I promised myself I won't open. Because I'm already feeling like a failure. If you've been there, and I've been there, many of us have been there, you know what I'm talking about. If that sounds familiar, I can tell you, you are not alone. As you've heard from my bits, you are not alone. There's many of us, you are not alone. More importantly, it's not your fault. And today, that's what I want us to talk about. I want us to talk about why massive life overhauls are a trap. They're a trap. Let's not lie to ourselves. They are a trap. And the importance of using micro habits to build a life you actually love without the burnout. Because as I say, Monday you set the goal, Wednesday, complete opposites. I've done it. Where I'm just like, I might as well just open that packet of crisps, drink that wine. What's the point? So, I believe that for us to look at this clearly, we have to honor and accept that. We want something that's working. And we want choices that are gonna work for us and work around what we have in our life. So you have to look at this from the point of, this is a core problem. Because many of us, and I've made that mistake, we rely on inspiration. But inspiration, if we are honest, is emotional. And emotions change, particularly for us ladies. Let's talk about that time of the month. Actually, today I was listening to a podcast, by the way, about the time of the month. And it said that as women, the week before, if you're doing any fasting, you're not supposed to fast because that changes your moods. And yes, there's days where I'm just like, I'm crispy bacon. Do not talk to me. I don't want to see you. I just want to be in my cocoon. So that's what I'm talking about. Emotions change. And when we try to change everything at once, your brain views that as a threat. Yes. That's according to psychologists. It views it as a threat. Your brain likes what is safe and familiar. I don't even think psychologists need to analyze that. You know that. Try it. Just try it. Just try and say, today I'm going to go on a fast for 12 hours. Hey! So when you try to force a massive 10-step routine, your brain rebels. The brain just, my mind rebels like crazy. My brain, everything just says, no way, Olivia. Now, the secret isn't working harder. We know that for a fact. It's lowering the barrier to entry. That's why I've called it barrier to entry. And this means that we do this through micro habits. These are the actions that take sometimes even less than 5 minutes to do. They are so small, so ridiculously easy that your brain doesn't bother fighting them. For example, I was talking to this gym person and he said, oh, well, because they looked really fit. And I was like, oh, how do you get to this level? And he just said, well, 10 minutes, I do 10 minutes push-ups, 10 minutes crunch, and 10 minutes, I do 10, 10, 10. And within 30 minutes, I'm done. And that's me done for the day. And it works for them. So you've got to make those choices to what works for you. Now, for today, I want to suggest this. The blueprint, two rules to use today. So how do we actually do this? 2 simple frameworks you can use starting today. Rule number one. And this one I got from James Clear. It's called habit stacking. The concept is from James Clear, and it's brilliant. You don't try to build a new habit out of thin air. No, because that's never going to work. Instead, you anchor it to something you already do every single day without thinking. Things that just come naturally to you. Some of you are very good in maintaining your your face and your moisturizing routine and all those things, and you enjoy doing that. And that's great. You should keep it up. So it's the same sort of analogy. Think about something that you just enjoy doing. Now think about it. You don't need willpower to brush your teeth or do your face routine like I've given you the example. Or even make your morning coffee. Some of us are just like, oh, I need my coffee. I need to wake up, brush my teeth. You just do it. So your formula becomes, after I brush my teeth, I will do 5 minutes of crunches, or 10 minutes of push-ups, or 10 minutes of Pilates in the house. It could be. Another example. After I pour my morning coffee, I will write down 3 things I'm grateful for. Another example. After I close my laptop at the end of the work day, I will stretch my neck and shoulders for 2 minutes. I will walk for 10 minutes. And in that walk, I will whisper a prayer to thank God for the day. Micro habits. Rule number 2. And by the way, when it comes to praying, the Bible is very clear. Pray all sorts of prayers. It doesn't say there's any one type of prayer. So prayer could be that day you find a gospel song that you're going to meditate on. You find a Bible verse that you're going to meditate on, Psalm 23. If you can't, there's many, I think this, in fact, in this day and age, we've got so much access to many things. You can either listen this through a podcast, you can do it through YouTube, you've got many channels to go and find information. So if you're an audio person, you can listen to it on audio, just for 10 minutes, just to ground you into God's words. Because as I've told you, God's word is sharper than a two-edged sword. That is your weapon to fight the day and to ground in that day. So don't forget that. Second rule, the next 2-minute rule. When you want to start a new habit, scale it down so it takes 2 minutes or less. Don't try to read 1 book a week. Because I know for those people who are like, oh God, how do you read all this time? It took me a while, but I tend to read things that I like. And there's other things. You should see my bedside table. I've got so many books. Some of them have been there all year. They're just gathering dust, and every day I'm coming and dusting them. But I know I need to read it. So I would suggest 1 page a night. 1 page a night. Yes. And I know sometimes you're thinking, I can't follow this story. Go back and reread it and then carry on. You've just got to try and incorporate and say, I'm going to go to bed 5 minutes early so I can just read that 1 page. Don't try to do a 45-minute workout. Just put on your shoes and do 10 squats or 5 squats or 10 push-ups. Whatever works for you that day. And I know many of you would say it sounds silly. It does sound silly because you'll be thinking, what's the point of 1 page or 5 squats? Now, the point is that you're training your brain to become the type of person who shows up every day. That's it. An imperfect action is infinitely better than a perfect delay. I can tell you that for sure. Ask the people who started the gym. If they'd kept up going just for 10-15 minute squats, I'm sure they'll tell you, yes, my life would have been so much better. But I decided, I wanted to try. I saw somebody doing 45 minutes and I thought I'm at their level. No, it's the same analogy for those people who want to train as marathons. If you're running a marathon, I told you, life is, you start slowly. Then your cadence builds up as you go. Slowly. Or even better, if you've never done a really hardcore Pilates class, some of the times you're thinking, there's no way you'll be at the level of some of those people who've been doing it for years. No, you will feel it. You'll be like, I can't do this. And truly speaking, You've got to take your 10 minutes and try it slow. It's a slow process so that your body, your brain adjusts and stop rebelling to what is there for you. Because, and the reason why I'm doing this, because I've had so many people say, how do I keep so motivated? And it's not easy. It's been years of practice. I made the conscious choice. And it's not to say that I was in the gym. I decided one day I'm going to stay in the gym for 30 minutes. I'm going to go on the treadmill. No, it started slowly, even with the running. Ask those people who knew me back in the day before my babies were born. Running, Olivia, count me out. But because I wanted to keep fit, the minute my babies were born, I was like, right, we've got to drop some junk. So I was out there, slowly in the park. I started walking slowly. And for those who knew me back in the day, back when I was in school in Kenya, me, run, you'd never find me there, but here we go. We've become runners because we've realized the importance that our body feeds into this, and we want to keep to that healthy body, mind, spirit. So we need to get that exercise. That dopamine is really important for us. Now, because this is Empowerment Junction, we don't just listen, we take action. So I want to challenge you this week. Pick one micro habit. Just one. Stick it into something you already do. I've given you the examples after your morning coffee, whatever. If you do this, please feel free to write to me. Take a screenshot of this episode, post it on your socials, tag the show and tell me what is your micro habit this week. Let's hold each other accountable. Oh, just send me an email. And by your permission, I might share it, but otherwise I won't. And with that, I want to say thank you so much for riding with me today on Empowerment Junction. If this episode gave you a little spark of clarity, hit that subscribe button, leave a quick review, and share it with this one friend who needs to hear it. Now, as you move through this new month, remember small steps are still steps, and consistent steps can change your life. Until next time, keep it small, keep it consistent, and keep moving forward. Bye for now. Peace, love, and blessings. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.